from RealWay Success Property Consultants. Today I'm here with Alex Enborisoff with over 40 years experience in architecture, town planning and project management. We're here today to talk to you about what he does and how he goes about it. But first, let's go to Kevin Turner with this month's property update.
Thank you. Well, the property market certainly got spooked recently when the federal government hinted that they might scrap negative gearing tax incentives. I agree that changes need to be made to the superannuation scheme to make it more progressive, and that the first home saver scheme maybe should be scrapped. But the federal government need to leave changes to negative gearing incentives off the table. The first home savers account scheme simply has not worked. It's too restrictive in how the funds can be used and doesn't account for the fact that it's hard for young people to save for a deposit and be expected to invest additional funds into a superannuation scheme at the same time. Young people's superannuation guarantee payments should be channelled into compulsory savings accounts to finance house deposits, because anything that encourages savings rather than spending right now is good for the Australian economy. A house is the single biggest purchase most of us will ever make in our lifetime. And if there's a way that we can make that easier for young Australians who want to do so, then I think it's a good thing. Thank you.
As I mentioned, we've got Alex here with us. Thanks for joining us, Alex. What makes so special about the work that you do?
Oh, I think because I've been in the business for so long now, I've been 40 years, but I think the more important thing is that I've actually combined architecture with town planning and building and real estate. And I've really enjoyed that, and I still enjoy it. Because of the amount of time I've been in the business, it's given me a lot of experience.
Yep.
And, you know, both from mums and dads to public companies, we've done projects, and also we're registered in all states except Perth and, well, I should say Western Australia and Northern Territory. So it enables us to do projects all over the place.
Wow, you've got a great team too. You know, it's good to have that sort of backing behind you. But you know, your experience shows in your work. You know, you think outside the square, and you come up with some great concepts and designs.
Yes. Well, I've got a great team at the office, but I think what is very important is to work with you know, people like yourselves. Over the years, I've worked with real estate agents and marketers, and a lot of developers, and I find I've got a lot of experience out of that. And what that has taught me as an architect, that whenever you design something, you don't just build the Taj Mahal, because you only get one person to buy it. So you've got to design to, first of all, I think you've got to find the market, or, you know, find out what the target market is. And then what we do is we design to the target market, make sure it's affordable, make sure it's able to be sold, make sure it's good. It's good. Actually, one of the public figures taught me early in the years. He said, Alex, if you can produce me a product that looks $1 million, sells like hotcakes, and costs virtually nothing to build, you're on the winner. And that's a hard thing to do, but I've been trying to do that all the way along, and I've had very successful projects along the way.
How do you go about that research, and you know, how do you go about coming up with a design that works for the given market?
Think, let's take an example. It's probably the best way. Let's assume somebody here has got a property.
Yep.
It doesn't matter whether it's a small block or a large block, and whether you want to just have you can do a splitter. I think the main thing I've always had in my mind is, if you can make money for somebody, you've always got a client. So my aim is always to make sure I can value add to that property by utilising the experience of town planning and architecture.
Wow, that's very good.
We've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
And to give you an example, if you like, I can show you a couple of examples.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Probably the best example that I've done in terms of value adding is for a client in Brisbane, just about the Mater Hospital. They actually had a zoning which only allowed them 3 stories.
Okay.
And we actually managed to get 10 levels approved.
Wow.
Now, that was a long process.
Yeah.
And we worked together with other town planners as well.
Yep.
So that we combine, we make sure that if we have to achieve something, we don't just rely on ourselves. We get a teamwork going, you know.
Good team approach, isn't it? Yeah.
And of course, the most important thing is you've got to sell the product.
Yep.
If you can't do that, you haven't got a project.
So part of your team approach is consulting with other, real estate agents, marketers, maybe, other architects and town planners?
That's right.
Yeah.
But it all starts from the person who owns the land or is buying a property.
His vision.
Yes,
Yeah.
and from there on, we have a service where if a client rings me up and asks, Alex, look, I'm looking at a property down the road, all I ask is, okay, what's the address of that property? And I'll come back to them and I'll give them a rough idea what they can do with it, and what the potential is. And they find that very valuable. I don't charge them anything for the first meeting.
Yep.
And then we can work it out after that.
The thing I like about Alex, he talks with certainty. He certainly has the knowledge and the experience, and a great team backing behind him. And his work, it's geared towards, everyone has input. So. And
we've celebrated the fireworks on the rooftop only the other day.
Nice.
On top of 10 levels, so the client was tickled pink.
Was that for River Fire?
Yes, River Fire.
Yeah, good stuff.
So we saw the River Fire and we saw a great project come from start to finish, and that's what I love doing, taking a project from start to finish.
Thanks for that input, Alex. It was very rewarding.
Oh, my pleasure. And if you've got a property, or any of your clients have one, or anyone out there's got a property, just give me a call, try me out.
Excellent. Thanks, guys. Let's go to this month's feature property.
This prestigious property, located at Manly in an elevated position, features 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, one with spa and ensuite to the main room. With polished hardwood timber floors and boasting sleek and versatile living spaces that flow effortlessly to the outdoor covered entertaining area, where water views and bay breezes are just some of the wonders to experience from this standout location. With restaurants, cafes, boutique shops and the stunning waterfront, only 500 metres from your doorstep.
Property. For any information on today's property or today's show, please give us a call on the office number on 3396 1199, or do visit our website www.realway.com.au. Until next time, have a great time, and I'll talk to you soon.